Hello guys, here I'm just doing my daily warm-up right here. Just something very basic, just a few minutes of work. But as I was doing this, I was thinking about what is the biggest advantage of Polygon modeling that many people don't use. So I'll just move this off to the side. Right, what I typically do here is I'll just create a plane. Center it out here. Right, and then I will just go into freeform, switch this from grid to surface, pick this as the surface, and begin to use step build. And then click 1, 2, 3, 4, hold shift to left click, boom. That's my first one. Then I'll switch to extend. I'll begin to quickly extend out and create some basic shapes here. Alright, then I'll just apply symmetry and turbo smooth. And I like to use all sorts of different workflows, guys. Sometimes I use an auto crease workflow, sometimes I just use good old support loops. Alright guys, so I think the biggest thing that people don't use when it comes to polygons is the ability just to kind of extrude all over the place and then connect them together. So I've never been a fan of box modeling. Box modeling is just start with the box and just kind of start, adding more and more loops and then kind of moving things out. I've never been a fan of this kind of modeling style. I always think that working with surface polygons is really the way to go because it opens the way too much for possibilities. So for example, if I'm trying to create interesting designs and I'm kind of struggling here, I can kind of bypass this area for now and start to work on something else. And I can even have like a very kind of a rough, design like this. And kind of move this up here. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just going to move it up. And I can move it even more here. And kind of rotate, or not even rotate, just kind of do this right here. Alright, so you can see how I've kind of gone from all this. But just with that, guys, we already have a really good kind of starting base to work with. Like, we already have some interesting things happening here. And all we gotta do is just kind of keep working with this, see? And then think, okay, maybe I can, extrude this down here. Already we've got interesting things happening here, right? And I can just kind of extrude this like that. Alright. And continue, modifying this. And I can continue to shoot this out here. And at any time, I can kind of say, okay, what if I bridge that, cap this, Alt-P? What if I just inset there? And then I can do like a lot of these kinds of vent details, things like that. Right, so right away, guys, you're seeing that we went from a very basic design to something that's already starting to be more complex and more interesting just by taking advantage of this workflow when it comes to polygons. I also like, guys, if you use Blender, you can press GG, but in 3ds Max, what you do here is you make sure this little box is active, and this is called Screen Space Move. I think it's very good for quickly adjusting lots of little vertices here. I mean, you can see, guys, even if I just move this, we already like automatically get a cool design. Like, just by moving this, we already have lots of interesting things happening here. You can see just by moving around a few little vertices here and change the camera angle, you're always kind of getting nice dynamic workflows or nice dynamic designs. Another thing you can take advantage of is just selecting this and then kind of moving it inwards, then maybe perhaps scaling it and then moving it some more. And already, guys, like really interesting things are happening here. For example, you can even do something like this, like just kind of bridge that and then cap that, Alt-P. Like already, just things are happening accidentally that just open up your imagination. Like, look, we already got this happening here, guys. Another thing you can do is just kind of move it out and scale. And look at that, guys, like just interesting shapes right off the bat with like minimum work. So if you guys can master something like this, I think you're on your way to creating some really interesting sleek designs. I also like to go ahead and go into step build, hold down Shift and Alt, select the vertices, left click to create a new vertex there. Alright, and then you can of course get into things like support loops real quick, and that opens up possibilities, guys. So noticing how we're already getting lots of interesting interplaying of shapes. You like to apply smooth sometimes to get a smoothing groove so I can see things more clearly. Well, notice, guys, just like the exciting interplay of shapes that's got going on here. Occasionally, you can select several polygons, 2 or more, and use like to use make planar. That kind of like evens them out like so. Insert loop, and then you can kind of see, okay, what can I do with this? Let's explore several possibilities. I can cut down here to create this. I can also cut around like so to create this. All this takes you in new directions, guys. Now, if you need a second piece right here, I can go ahead and start using step build to build it up, or I can go ahead and select this and then detach that as a starting point. And delete this one. Move this out. Flip it. Let's copy the modifiers. And already just like that, guys, we have like a new little piece here, which is very easy to modify and play around with. We can, for example, just extrude that and then scale it. And already, guys, get really cool designs happening here. Snap, vertex snap, weld that. Alright. So as you guys can see, I mean, obviously we have some intersection happening here with the body. I'm not really concerned about that right now. But I hope you guys are seeing how you can create interesting designs just by using this advantage of polygon modeling. Another thing you can do is, for example, you can go ahead and start to build out over here. I'll build up just a few little polygons here. Alright, we can establish like some basic shapes here for what kind of silhouette you want on the shoulder. So you want a little big one here, a little big big shoulder detail. right, like this. And you can modify it. Right, like that. And then if you want to connect them to the main piece, well, you can, for example, just bridge that. And just like that, guys, you have really cool things happening here. Now, obviously, you probably don't want this to be bridged like that. You probably want it to be separate. So you have like separate rotation. I'll just give you an example of how easy it is to create new designs. Then what I like to do occasionally, guys, I like to apply it on top of symmetry. And then I can go ahead and start to work with something on the inside here. And now I kind of got this inside piece. And even though it's very big N-gon here, if we turbo smooth it, it's, it's still something there. And then you get to change the design just by connecting certain points. Moving certain points out. And I already have interesting design happening right here, guys. Like to repaste those modifiers. Add a few little cuts here. Add another cut. And then move. And interesting things happening here, guys. Alright, so that details. I'm getting too into small details, guys. I gotta focus on the big picture. But I hope you guys are seeing how you can create much more interesting designs by using this technique here. Shall we keep going? You can just go into 3, Alt-P to cap that. And just when you do this, guys, the design goes from being scary to actually being a fun, exciting process as you just kind of see where it takes you. Alright guys, that was just an example of this kind of modeling. And I hope you can see that if you master this, you can get really interesting sleek designs. Thank you for watching, and take care.